Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video where we're exploring the essential oil of cilantro leaf. Now, cilantro is part of the botanical family that also includes carrots and cumin, celery and caraway and all those types of plants. Now, the cilantro plant is actually a very generous plant and, well, you have to kind of be clear on which plant we're talking about here. Maybe in places like Australia we call it coriander, whereas in America, the United States, they might call it cilantro, but it's exactly the same plant. And it gives us two essential oils. First, we get one from the seeds, which I refer to as coriander seed, and then we get from the leaf, we get cilantro leaf. So a very generous plant, and today we're going to explore about that beautiful fresh green oil that we get from the leaves. Now, it's a really interesting one because when some people eat cilantro leaf, they actually taste soap. So they can have a bit of an aversion to this essential oil, but it has lots and lots of different great qualities. And this is why this amazing plant that's found throughout Northern Africa, Southern Europe and Southwestern Asia has become so popular, not just culinarily, but now as an essential oil for all its great benefits as well. When it comes to cilantro leaf essential oil in the body, I want you to think of one word, and that's detoxification. It really supports the body in getting rid of all that muck that doesn't need to be there anymore. I love to use cilantro leaf essential oil as a flavoring for different dishes, or I'll just pop a drop in some warm water and drink it. And I find, especially for my digestive system, it really helps with digestive support. Now, the other time I would use cilantro leaf essential oil is when, I don't know, I'm getting a bit foggy or like a clarity in the mind or even a bit of head tension. Then what I'll do is I'll mix it with a bit of coconut oil or another carrier oil and just put a little bit where I'm kind of feeling that unpleasant kind of sensation, and it can be really nice and just helps everything to relax and get rid of what again is not serving you. So when you're feeling a bit congested, a bit mucky, a bit kind of not moving as freely as you'd like to move throughout the body in whatever way, bring in cilantro leaf essential oil and allow it to get in that detoxification mode and get rid of anything that's not serving you in a whole range of different ways. If you're feeling a bit foggy, then you want to grab a bit of cilantro leaf essential oil, pop a drop in your hand or put a few drops in a diffuser, inhale it deeply and allow the aroma to fill the space. You'll find it'll start to give you clarity of mind and allow you to focus on whatever you need to give your attention to at that point. Now, the other way I love to use cilantro leaf essential oil is it's amazing for the emotions. It's great when you're feeling clingy or if there's any type of obsessive behavior. In fact, I have found that cilantro leaf essential oil is one of the most powerful oils to use when it comes to any deep emotional healing. Now, you may have seen my video where I talk about wintergreen and how wintergreen really helps us to let go of thoughts that are kind of too limiting and are restricting our involvement or our growth in life. Cilantro leaf does exactly the same, but for the emotions. So whenever there is some kind of emotional issue that you're holding on to and baggage that you're dragging through each day, you want to start working with cilantro leaf essential oil. Now, what I've found in my work is essential oils are obviously not toxic, and our sense of smell is meant to warn us against things that are bad for us. So, if we smell an essential oil and we don't like it, it's not because it's bad for us physically. Normally, it's an emotional retraction from that. So it suggests that if you don't like the smell of an essential oil, whatever that essential oil works on, there's an issue for you to go and explore. So with cilantro, if you don't like the smell of cilantro essential oil, then that would suggest that there's some emotional baggage in there that you're carrying around. And I want to give you a classic example of this. So I was running a workshop and we were talking about different issues to do with family members, and we were talking about cilantro essential oil. There was one individual in that group who hated the smell of cilantro leaf essential oil. In fact, she didn't even want to have it in the room. And so we were talking about her mother, and she said, well, no, I've forgiven my mother for all the wretched things she did when I was a child, and if I never see her again, then I'll be fine. And I challenged her and said, oh, no, you haven't dealt with that. That's been repressed, because if you can't see her, because that would trigger it again, it means that it hasn't been dealt with. You'd have to get to the point where you would embrace your mother and thank her so much for being exactly who she was, because it may allowed the future to unfold to be who you are today, and that's when you have dealt with that issue. Cilantro leaf will actually help you to get to that point. So if there is someone who you can't see anymore because it triggers you, or there's an emotional issue with that, cilantro leaf is a really great one to work with. Now, if you don't like the smell, what are you going to do with it? You're probably not going to be too keen on putting it in your diffuser and smelling it every day. What you can do is you can mix it with a carrier oil like coconut oil and put it on your feet each night. Its chemistry will start to dance with your chemistry, and what you'll find over time is that emotional issue will start to come up and bubble up in a way that you can deal with it, and it will actually facilitate the healing in a way. Now, cilantro leaf's not going to do it for you, but it will be a guide and a helper in allowing that healing to actually occur. The fresh green aroma of cilantro leaf essential oil is amazing for cleansing not only the emotions but cleansing space as well. When you've had a rough trot, when you need to kind of start fresh, if you want that kind of springtime energy, then cilantro leaf is absolutely amazing. Again, pop it in your diffuser or put it in a little spritz bottle and spritz it around the space. Allow it to kind of bring a sense of renewal so that you can start fresh again. Whenever you are getting ready for a rebirthing, a reinitiation, a restart, or whatever that may be, cilantro leaf is an amazing one for clearing the space, giving that green energy so that new things can grow. It's kind of like when we till the soil and kind of give it that freshness so that it's ready to plant those new seeds. Imagine that analogy, and that's exactly what cilantro leaf can do for your life. Cilantro leaf essential oil is definitely an oil of the heart chakra. We often have hurt or trust issues or something that's happened that allows us to close off our heart and stops us from giving and taking love equally. So what happens is cilantro leaf is an amazing oil to work with in these kind of cases to clear out all those emotional issues, clear out that baggage, and again, allow you to feel comfortable giving love to the world and receiving love for the world. It would be amazing to work with this one when you've been hurt, when there's heartbreak, when something has happened to you in the past and you don't feel that you can trust again or that you can love again. Maybe you're worried to love again, open your heart up again. Maybe it wasn't a bad relationship, maybe you lost a partner through death or divorce or something like that. Then whatever it may be, use your cilantro, allow it to bring that healing, and know that you can love again and maybe even love more stronger than you ever have before after you finish working with cilantro leaf essential oil. Cilantro leaf has a really fresh green aroma. Lovely by itself, but you can also blend it with other oils for a whole bunch of powerful combinations. Now, why not combine it with its brother, with coriander seed? And these two combined are really amazing for that kind of detoxification effect and support all systems of the body, especially I've found absolutely amazing for digestive support. Now, with those cleansing properties that we were talking about before, especially for space clearing, bring in and make blends with lemon or lemongrass or eucalyptus, and this will be a really quite potent one for helping you to clear out the space. Now, if you want to do all-round healing and kind of want a big kind of punching bag kind of powerful one, you want to mix cilantro leaf with that wintergreen, you want oregano, you want black pepper, and you want, what else are we going to put in there? Thyme. Thyme will bring issues up. Cilantro deals with the emotions. Wintergreen deals with the mind. Oregano deals with beliefs. And black pepper will help you find any other inauthenticity that you're holding on to, any masks or facades and that kind of thing as well. Really, really potent. Of course, you can make some light kind of springtime heart chakra ones as well, mixing it with different oils like cananga, with ylang ylang, with geranium, rose. Can be a really nice way to work with that heart chakra and to open it up for trusting and loving and allowing relationships in the future to absolutely flourish. To make the most out of your essential oils on a holistic level, bring in other things that have similar energies. So I love working with crystals, and the crystal that I love working with when I'm using cilantro leaf is green kyanite. Now, you may be familiar with blue kyanite, but this is a rarer green version. These help to sweep away and cleanse away anything that's not serving you, especially around that issues of the heart. So it's great, especially for empaths that tend to take on a lot of other people's emotional energy. If you find at the end of the day you're kind of burdened with that, a bit of green kyanite and some cilantro essential oil can be really great to cleanse and let go of all that. Now, the animal guide or the animal teacher that I call on when I'm working with cilantro leaf is the robin. The robin has a beautiful song and is very much associated with that springtime, that fresh starts, those new beginnings. So feel that robin sing his song. Allow him to cleanse away and know that whatever was holding you back in the past is no longer there. Even find a beautiful soundtrack of a robin singing and sit there and meditate with your cilantro essential oil while holding your green kyanite and allow the magic of those three gifts of nature to work together. Astrologically, The cilantro leaf or even the coriander plant is associated with the moon. Why? Because it has white flowers. So any plant that has white flowers has a connection to the moon. And so it is really great to work with on a Monday, which is Moon Day, and is associated with the star sign of Cancer, who is ruled by the moon. Now, Cancerians are very, very emotive, and they can, they're just like that crab. They can be all squishy on the inside, but if they get hurt too much, they become a bit snappy and a little bit crabby. Cilantro leaf is great for them to work with to help wash away any of that hurt and that pain and to allow them to be a bit more trusting in the future. So cilantro leaf essential oil may not be one that you kind of use every single day, but it's a potent healer on all different levels. So I'd really encourage you to start using it more and more. Now, have you used cilantro leaf essential oil? I'd love to hear about your experiences with it. Maybe you've got a great cooking recipe. I'm not a cook. I'd love to hear your recipes. Leave it in the comment section below, or any other experience you've had with this oil as well. Remember, when it comes to choosing an essential oil, that they're not all the same. So many oils that claim to be pure essential oils have been adulterated somewhere along the supply chain. So you want to make sure you find one that's a pure oil, been tested, and is a real top grade therapeutic grade essential oil. If you'd like to know a little bit more about where I get my essential oils from, my contact details are just below this video, and I'd love to have a chat to you and help you get some amazing gifts from Mother Nature. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.